Hey everyone, welcome to Seidio on Display, Seidio.com's own YouTube channel regarding product previews, reviews, and demonstrations. Today we are going to be checking out the Seidio Surface Combo Kit for the HTC Incredible 2, also known as the Incredible S. You're more than welcome to check this combo kit out at its official website at any time. That is going to be located at www.seidioonline.com. Now, quite a while back ago, we did a video review of the Seidio Active Combo Kit for the Incredible 2. You're more than welcome to check that out when you have some time. So it's only fitting that we basically go full circle and wrap things up from Seidio with their Surface Combo Kit. Now, I want to mention that the Surface Combo Kit can actually be purchased separately, meaning that you can buy the Surface case by itself, as well as the belt clip holster by themselves, should you choose to do so. Of course, the Combo Kit does save you a couple dollars if you buy it from the get-go, but it's really entirely up to you. Now, what we really like about the Surface case is that it's very elegant and simplistic in design for the Incredible 2. It's not overly complicated, it's very easy to use, it's very friendly, and the belt clip holster that Seidio provides is pretty good. It's not the best out there, but it is a lot better than most belt clip holsters we've seen for many smartphones, the Incredible 2 included as well. Certainly better than the generic aftermarket stuff that you would find usually on auction sites like eBay, or the really cheap ones like 5 for $10, etc., stuff like that. Now, the Surface Combo Kit, as well as the Surface, comes in 4 different colors. We have 3 in front of us right now. That is going to be black, burgundy, and sapphire blue. We will be showing you the very lovely amethyst purple in just a moment. Unfortunately, the Surface, as well as the Combo Kit, does not include a screen protector, but Seidio does make one to use with their Surface cases as well as active cases. The reason I want to bring that up is because some people out there have a certain fear or hesitation, even anxiety if you will, in buying a screen protector because they don't know if it's going to go ahead and work with the case. Seidio does have one specifically made to use with these cases, so you can check that out at seidioonline.com, and that way, since this is a slider case, you can be certain that the screen protector you buy from Seidio won't interfere with the case and vice versa, so you don't get that unpleasant surprise of popping up your screen protector once you install it and use it with the case. So moving forward, let's go and show you what the Surface is all about. As we mentioned earlier, this is a 2-piece slide-on design. It's very elegant looking, it's very easy to use, and that's what we really like about the Surface. It's just overly simplistic, but we don't mean that in a bad way. It's actually quite nice and quite refreshing, considering a lot of cases out there try to be a little bit too complicated. And on the inside of the Surface, you'll notice that there's a very thin lining of microfiber / felt-like material. Of course, that's actually just supposed to be there to protect your phone from developing scratches whenever you install the case in and out. But of course, it does add a very minor layer of a cushion as well, and of course that's always beneficial considering that you want to protect your phone above all else whenever case you happen to buy for it. Now, installation is extremely simple. All you're going to go ahead and do is just slide in your Incredible 2. Whatever piece you choose to do so is up to you. Once you have the 2 halves on, you're just going to go ahead and push them together, and it actually does lock into place. Even though it is very easy to put together, it actually is quite difficult to go ahead and pull apart if you just kind of go ahead and pull it straight out like such. You know, like those old classic finger traps that you used to play around with when you were a kid. The same principle applies. Once you put it together, it's easy. Once you push it out, it is very hard. If you need to take off the case for whatever reason, all you have to do is just kind of press down on the sensor right there and then pull, and it will come right off. So I'm going to take this moment to show you the ins and outs of the Surface itself, which is going to be very, very brief because it is just a slide-on case after all. Starting with the front, you notice that there is a very small lip that is created. It's not the biggest in the world, but it does do its job. It's going to barely keep your phone up and away from any surface you happen to be resting it on, should your phone happen to land or rest on its face like such. As far as drop protection goes, being a little bit more realistic, as you can see right here, the lip is rather on the thin side. So technically speaking, yes, there is a lip, but we would say for real world usage, would advise you try not to drop your phone at all. And of course, if it happens to land on its face, it's pretty much going to be certain that your phone's screen is going to get damaged. So it is going to be advisable that you do use a screen protector in conjunction with the Surface, and as we mentioned, just try to avoid at all possible your phone dropping and landing on its face, because the lip isn't really that big. It's just enough. Moving on to the top of the phone, we have an opening for the audio jack as well as the power button, and these are very exposed. All type of connectors should fit straight as well as angled, and the opening for the power button is large enough where it makes it comfortable to press the button on the Droid Incredible 2. Moving on to the side, we have an opening for the volume up and down rocker, and that is also very easy to press as well, and of course the opening for the USB port on the side, nice and large, so everything should fit. Not much to talk about on this side, so moving on to the bottom, you have an opening for the microphone. And looking on the rear, an opening for the camera lens, LED flash, and built-in speaker on the Incredible 2. I just want to show you the nice kind of metallic-like finish on the Seidio surface case. I do want to mention that although this is a matte-like finish, it also has a rubberized texture quality to it, so it does actually add some nice grip to the phone as well. Not to say that the Incredible 2 needs a grip because its natural finish is already rubberized, but this pretty much imitates the natural finish, so if you like it, you're not really missing much once you actually have the surface case on there. Now moving on to the actual belt clip holster itself. This is a pretty nice belt clip holster for all intents and purposes. It swivels 90 degrees to the left as well as 90 degrees to the right, which means 180 degrees of total movement freedom. The actual hinge itself is made of these dual spring hinges. Okay, it's not as nice as a metal hinge, but it's definitely better than a plastic hinge. And you notice that the belt clip itself actually does come out quite a bit, so you'll be able to clip it on something rather large, like a very thick strap, for example. It has a pretty classic design. On the inside you have a very thin lining of microfiber that is of course to keep your screen nice and scratch free or scratch resistant, I would say, because things do accumulate on this inner layer. I also want to mention that some people don't really take good care of this inside microfiber layer, so please keep in mind you want to keep it clean as much as possible, because if you don't, when things start sticking onto there, it virtually turns it into sandpaper, and you don't want that rubbing up against your screen. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Two little cradle arms on the bottom hold the phone securely in place, which is always a good thing, and these little side wings right there also serve the same purpose. And this is one of those classic type of holsters that has a little claw on top. I'm not really a big fan of the claw due to the fact that sometimes it does get caught on clothing if you happen to remove your phone often. You know, it just eventually happens. But with the Seidio surface case, due to its relative thinness, this isn't really that much of a problem. Now, for those of you who are curious, this is a face-in design only, meaning that you cannot, unfortunately, put your phone face out if you wanted to. And this belt clip holster does not double as a kickstand, which we've seen from other brands. It simply is just a holster for your phone. And that is it, folks. This is the Seidio Surface Combo Kit for the HTC Incredible 2, also known as the Incredible S. Remember, you can buy the case as well as the holster separately if you choose to do so. We would also recommend you checking out the screen protector that Seidio specifically makes for their products, the Active and the Surface included. And overall, we really like this product because it's very simple. The Incredible 2 is a very elegantly shaped phone, at least in our personal opinion. It's very sleek looking, and you know, sometimes you just kind of want to have a nice slim case on it. And other than the Incipio Feather, which we have yet to review, which is also a very slim case, we like the Surface for its design, and we actually think it's a little bit more protective than the Feather because the Feather is just a back cover. So if you need another recommendation for a slim case, check out the Incipio Feather. But for all intents and purposes, we think there's a lot to like already for the Seidio Surface. If you think this case is a little bit too thin, check out our older video for the Seidio Active case that also comes in a combo kit. That one is a little bit bigger. It is a better standalone cover, and that's all we have to say. So feel free to check this out on the official website, which is at www.seidioonline.com. Show us some love over on our own website, which is going to be at www.daydio.com. We're always trying to get new stuff for the Incredible 2 as it comes in. And keep following us on our YouTube channel, Daydio on Display, for more product previews, reviews, and demonstrations. Thanks as always for watching.